Good afternoon. I already just filmed this entire intro and then my baby threw my camera. So we're starting over. Hey, I decided I wanted to film a video just documenting what I read in a week as a mother with 4 young children. I meant to start this yesterday, but it was Mother's Day and I was really sleepy and tired and it didn't happen. So we're starting it today on Monday and that works. I need to start a new book. I have finished most of the books that I was reading over the last few days, and so I'm trying to pick what I want to read. I thought I would talk with you about it. I am about a third of the way through Funny Story by Emily Henry. I've been reading it for a few weeks and I would like to finish it this week. I have several books downloaded on my Kindle that I'm trying to decide between. First one is Children of the Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent. This is the sequel to the Daughter of the No Worlds book that I read last month. I also have The Hemlock Queen by Hannah Whiten. This is the sequel to The Foxglove King. I would love to get through one of those 2 books. The problem is The Foxglove King wasn't very good, as The Children of the Fallen Gods is 650 pages roughly, and The Hemlock Queen is like 400 and something. I also have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. My mom read this book a month or 2 ago and she was obsessed with it and says I have to read it. That one is like 700 pages. As Crave by Tracy Wolff. I really wanted to get through the Crave series because she's going to be at our Comic-Con at the end of the month, and so I wanted to read at least the first few books to see if I wanted to go get an autograph by her. Spark of the Everflame. To have The Kiss of Deception. I also have Book of Night by Holly Black. I just can't decide. I don't know, maybe I should just read the Crave books, but I just don't really want to start a new series right now when I need to finish a series. So part of me is like, let's just get through The Hemlock Queen, because then that duology is done. I don't think there's a 3rd book coming out. Dear Lord, I hope not. Oh, I also have The Bridge Kingdom downloaded from Kindle Unlimited, and I have The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. I don't know if I'm in for like a male author right now. That sounds really rude, but like I just typically don't enjoy reading male authors' books, so I'm not like super excited to jump in. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I need you. I'm just gonna tell you names of books and you pick which one I read, okay? Children of the Fallen Gods, The Hemlock Queen, When the Moon Hatched, Crave, Spark of the Everflame, Kiss of Deception, Book of Night.
When the Moon Hatched.
No! It's like a 700-page book.
Oh,
I don't have that in me right now. I'll do it. Oh no, there's a whole glossary. That scares me. How am I gonna remember this? I'm not gonna remember any of this? Oh my gosh, there's so much. It's currently 10 o'clock on Monday night, and how much have I read? Let's see. I started reading The Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I was on the treadmill and I needed something that I could read without putting a bunch of thought into it, and all I had on my Kindle was fantasy. So I started that. It was a 60-page novella. That book really got me. I definitely started crying at the end. It's about a character who is a hospice care nurse, and she is doing hospice for her grandma. And then in between all of that, obviously she meets somebody and there's this little cute backstory to them. My great grandma is currently on hospice care, and so it was quite emotional for me to read. Scott said he wanted to do bedtime tonight. Usually I am the one doing it. That's when I do a lot of my reading on my Kindle. Picked up and started reading Funny Story. I started this book a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago on Saturday. And I love Emily Henry's books. Every single one of her books, it was a day read for me. Picked it up and finished it within the same day, the same night. And I am just having a really hard time with this one. And I don't know why. I keep finding myself laughing and I'm enjoying it. So I'm trying really hard to stay focused. But I did go in to help put Willie to sleep. While I was in there, I started reading The Hemlock Queen. And I'm 30 pages in. We're making some progress. This is how much I've read so far tonight of Funny Story. I don't know what we're gonna do once Scott finishes putting the kids to bed. I don't know if we're gonna hang out. I mean, we usually do, but like, are we gonna do something together, or are we gonna each like read our books next to each other? We'll see, but that's my update. I think I've read 120, 130 pages so far today. I tend to average between 150 and 200. Sometimes a lot more than that. On the weekends I tend to do like between 300 and 400 because that's usually when I have a little bit more time to read during the day, so I binge a whole book. But we're gonna keep reading. This book is really funny. I've underlined several things in here because I am a big underliner in my books. I always have been. I'll write notes in them, but because I've been mainly reading on my Kindle for the last year, I haven't had the opportunity to do that as much. And so it's fun to be able to do it again, especially because my mom reads my books after I read them. And so it's funny that she can go and see all the parts that I enjoyed. Okay, I'm on chapter 14. I'm gonna keep reading. I just hit chapter 19. I'm on page 210. It's just got so good. I honestly like this character way more than I liked Happy Place. I just am starting to feel a lot of things. I'm a very physical book reader. Like I'm really enjoying it. I like it a lot. I love Miles. However, I did hear one of my cats throw up several minutes ago. I'm a little concerned. Don't really want to get up and walk around in case my feet find it before my eyes do, if you know what I'm saying. The baby's probably gonna wake up soon. It's 10:47. So I'm gonna try to read as much as I can before she wakes up. It is now Tuesday morning, and I thought I would pop in with a quick update for how many pages I read yesterday. Yesterday, I read 60 pages of the little novella, The Worst Wingman Ever. I read 156 pages of Funny Story, and then I read 32 pages of The Hemlock Queen, which came to a total of 248 pages for Monday night. It's currently 12:20. I haven't read anything at all today, probably won't for a few hours. I will update you to see what we're at later today. He loves her. Sad.
Why?
Because it's over. That was so good. I'm gonna cry. Quick, say something sad so I can cry.
Spoons that fall behind you.
That was funny. I just threw my mouth a little bit.
That's really gross.
That book took me 2.5 weeks to read. How are you? Good. I'm glad. I wanted to give you some quick stats for how much I read yesterday. This is alarming. Yesterday, I read 121 pages of Funny Story. I finished it. I'll talk more about it when I share what books I read throughout the month of May. I read 134 pages of The Hemlock Queen. I am about 35% of the way done with that book. I'm hoping to finish it by today or tomorrow. That's what we did. We read. Oh, the total was 255 pages. So Monday, 248. Tuesday, 255. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See you later.
Oh wait, I need my phone. Okay. Yesterday, I did not read very much. Honestly, the energy levels are low at the moment. Yesterday and today, I am just really tired. And every time I think about sitting down to reading, I also think about taking a nap. So there hasn't been a ton of it. And my eyes hurt. I have really sensitive eyes to blue light. And I don't like to wear blue light glasses because then they give me a headache, but then not wearing it gives me a headache. I don't know. So I just didn't read a ton yesterday. I hit 150 pages. So that puts me at page 315 of The Hemlock Queen. I am 68% of the way through the book, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Once I hit page like 150, I was like, okay, here we go. It's 11:30 at night, and I started this book a few hours ago. I'm 160 pages in. It's so good. I don't want to stop. I am enjoying it so much. So I recorded a few clips of me reading on Thursday, but I never gave you an updated total of what I read. I read 356 pages of The Love Hypothesis, which is the entire book. I read the entire book at night after the kids went to bed, and it was so good. This was incredible. I could not put it down. Literally couldn't. And then on Thursday, I also read 60 pages of The Hemlock Queen, which I had been reading through the week, which brought my total to 416 pages, just casually. Friday, I read 90 pages to finish The Hemlock Queen. I read that at like 3 in the morning because I couldn't go to sleep. I read 100 pages of Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. This book came out in March, and it is the only book of hers that I have not read yet, so I wanted to get this over with. It's under 300 pages, so I should finish this tonight or tomorrow, depending on how devoted I am, but it's not that good. I am 115 pages into When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I'm reading this on my Kindle, which is why there isn't a bookmark in it or anything, but I would like to have both of these finished by tomorrow night, just to wrap up the reading vlog quite nicely. I am getting ready to go work out, and so I thought I would give you a quick update on what I've read so far. I am on about page 200 of Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. This just, I think, really shows you the difference between like a 5-star and a 3-star book, because The Love Hypothesis, I literally could not put down. It was so good, and Happily Never After, I'm like, have I read a chapter yet? Can I put this down and go do something else? It's not a bad book, again, but it's definitely not great. However, I'm gonna work out for a little bit, so I think I'm gonna move to the audiobook. Let's see, Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. Okay, here we go. I'm almost done with it. Finished. That was not very good. Lynn Painter's adult novels are so short. That one's only 275 pages. That is crazy. I'm actually here to update you on what I read yesterday. You saw that I finished, oh, I forgot to put it on my, dang, I'm slacking. I forgot to put it on my story graph. I finished Happily Never After by Lynn Painter yesterday. I read 175 pages of that book. Very mid, not that good. We'll probably never think about that book ever again. And then I read 65 pages of, what is it called again? When the Moon Hatched. So I am now 24% of the way done. I just don't know if I should start another physical book or try to focus on the Kindle book.
Hi, doll. Bye-bye.
Okay, I need to give you my reading stats for Sunday. Funny story though, it's actually next Sunday, a week later, and I just forgot to do this last week, and so here we are doing it now. I'm wearing the same shirt, so we're just gonna pretend that I did it, okay? Let's pretend that this is Monday. Rewind, we're in our 7 days ago. Hey guys, I wanted to just let you know what I read for Sunday. I decided to go through and read the rest of the Meet Cute stories that were on Kindle Unlimited. Let's see, I don't even know what these books were called. So I read With Any Luck, Drop Cover and Hold On, Rosie and the Dreamboat, and Royal Valentine. And then I read an extra 16 pages of When the Moon Hatched, which brought my Sunday total to 198 pages. And that brings us to finishing up the week at 1,812 pages for a week of reading. I do just want to quickly say that I did not try to read any extra or any faster than I usually do for a normal week. I did just try to make an effort to read every single day, which sometimes I don't. For example, this last week, I basically didn't read at all just because things were really busy. We had Comic-Con, and then Scott's birthday's coming up. It's Memorial Day. It's just been a really busy week, so I have only read one book and almost finished a second. So some weeks I just naturally read a lot, which happened to be the week I was recording, and some weeks I don't. But I definitely don't spend my entire day reading. Like I think I mentioned at some point in this video, I will try to take an hour during the day to sit down and read. Lately that has not been happening as often, and then I usually start reading around 8 o'clock once the kids go to bed. But that is my wrap up. I'm going to import this clip so I can finish editing this video and upload it for you. But thanks for watching. Bye.